This is Pixelate's 12 Principles of Animation. Appeal is when an animator creates a character that appeals to the audience the same way a human actor appeals to their audience. This is done by making the character charismatic. Squash and stretch is when an object or character is giving a sense of weight and flexibility, which makes the animation seem more lifelike or comical, depending on how much of this principle is used. This can be used to show flexing muscles, facial expressions, or simple objects such as a bouncing ball. Straight ahead means to draw a scene out frame by frame from start to finish. An artist would have to draw each frame out individually. Pose to pose, however, is more planned out. It starts with a few key frames and the animator fills in the intervals later. Pose to pose animations do not leave much room for creativity as it has set key frames. Anticipation is to prepare the viewer for an oncoming event or action. Anticipation would be used if a character was to throw an object. They would pull their arm back and then release it before throwing it. It is also used to focus on a certain object before it is used. Follow through is when an object continues moving after the main object has stopped moving or has left the scene. Overlapping action is when two or more objects are moving at different rates at the same time. The arrow moves through the tree and the apple falls at a different speed from it. If it fell at the same speed, it would not be obeying the laws of physics and therefore would not seem realistic. Staging is used to direct the audience's attention to a character, object, or action and stresses what is important in the scene. Timing is essential to make an animation seem more realistic. Good timing makes it look like a character or object obeys the laws of physics. In more advanced animation with audio involved, the character's lips would have to move in synchronization with the audio. If that didn't happen, then the whole animation would look unprofessional. Arcs are when an object follows an arc motion. This can be represented as an axe being thrown across the stage. In that arc motion, it follows a gravitational pull, which makes the animation seem more realistic as it falls in a natural way. Secondary action is when the main action is in the process of finishing, then another action starts. This makes the animation seem more lifelike and it helps add to the main action. It also means that there is always something happening on the stage. For example, an axe is thrown and bounces off a zombie's head, and the zombie's head falls off and rolls away. Slow in and slow out is when the animation has more frames at the start and at the end than it does in the middle. This gives the object or character time to speed up and slow down. Having fewer frames in the middle speeds up the action, but having more at the start and end slows it down. Solid drawing requires the animator to have great drawing skills, to be able to draw frame by frame, and be as good an artist as the creator of the character or object. An animator needs to be careful when creating the character's face so as not to mirror both sides of that face. This would be called twins, and it would make the animation look lifeless.